But anti-Semitism also infects our politics in more subtle ways. Online conspiracy theories like QAnon tapped into anti-Semitic themes, from blood libel accusations to the belief that sinister groups of elites are secretly running the world. That's in addition to the negative obsessions with George Soros, parroted by folks at Fox News, or Marjorie Taylor Greene's belief that Jewish space lasers cause wildfires. Amid this rising tide of hate and absurdity, the repeated Nazi comparisons directed by Republicans at COVID vaccine efforts, it sometimes can be hard to know whether to laugh or cry. And all of this time, though, comes at a time of increased fatalities from domestic violent extremist incidents and things like the recent bomb threats directed at historically black colleges and universities. And it's precisely because the haters seem so emboldened these days that it's essential to distinguish between people who use hate as a core part of their identity politics and people who make honest mistakes. Which brings me to Whoopi Goldberg, who was suspended for 2 weeks from The View for saying that the Holocaust was not a matter of race. Now, it seems clear that she was trying to distinguish between America's legacy of anti-black racism and the religious and ethnic prejudice that led to the Nazis to murder some 6 million Jewish people. She apparently didn't appreciate that Nazis often called Jewish people a separate race, and she ignored one of the basic rules of civil debate. There are no comparisons to the Holocaust. But here's the critical point. Whoopi Goldberg was not indulging in anti-Jewish hate. She had no repeated history of making anti-Semitic comments. In fact, quite the opposite. And when it became clear that her comments had crossed the line, she apologized repeatedly and sincerely. As ADL Jonathan Greenblatt explained on CNN, he didn't think that clumsy phrasing should be considered an irredeemable civic sin. So what are the takeaways? Well, first, these viruses of group hate will only be defeated when we all take them as a personal insult, not to our tribal identity, but to our common humanity. Second, that some historic tragedies are not like anything else. The Holocaust is the Holocaust, just as slavery is slavery. Third, and finally, in order to build the broadest possible coalition to confront bigotry, we need to distinguish between poorly chosen words and those that are repeatedly designed to promote division and hate. And that's your reality check.